Hello again, my name is Reagan, and in this video we're going to be continuing our previous discussion. We're going to focus on society's influence on children's cartoons. If you haven't seen my previous video, go watch that for a more in-depth explanation. So, if your childhood was anything like mine, cartoons were an integral part of my day. Morning cartoons before school during breakfast, informational episodes during class, and movies with friends during sleepovers. Specifically, Dragon Ball Z Kai was one of my favorite shows to watch with my brother, and my sisters and I loved to watch Sailor Moon. While Dragon Ball did have two gay characters, both of which were based almost entirely on harmful stereotypes. Some of the lines for these characters were altered in the English dubbing, but many of the stereotypes remained. Sailor Moon, however, was full of representation that ended up being glossed over or directly changed to limit the representation. The most well-known of these changes would be the relationship between Sailors Neptune and Uranus. The two women were originally lesbian lovers, which was changed to claim that they were cousins in the original English dub version.
How'd you guys meet then?
We're cousins. We grew up together.
Huh?
We've been inseparable since we were born. We can almost read each other's minds.
Like best friends?
Later on in the show, there was also a group of characters called the Sailor Starlights. These characters presented as men when in their civilian forms, but changed into women during their transformations. As pointed out by Austin Jones in their article on PaceMagazine.com, it's easy to read the Sailor Starlights as gender-fluid characters. Many countries, however, disagreed. Similar to the change between Sailors Neptune and Uranus, the Starlights were labeled as three sets of fraternal twins who swapped places with each other during their transformations. What made this just a little bit more confusing was the fact that the protagonist, Sailor Moon, or Usagi, was also in a relationship with one of the Starlights. No matter how obvious it was or wasn't, society has almost always had a hand in what children do or do not see, whether little lessons like listen to your parents or brush your teeth every morning and night, or bigger lessons like mental health or sexuality and gender. Adults and parents will almost always try to control or monitor what children learn and believe. That's not always a bad thing, as children do need to be monitored to make sure what they are watching is appropriate. But what is and what isn't appropriate is always going to be a very loose construct. Next time, we're going to be taking a look at a much more modern example of society in cartoons. Steven Universe has tackled many themes, ranging from single parents to gender to loss. Until next time, stay fruity.